Hi, I'm Sayed on Maths Online. Today we'll take a few problems based on correlation and regression. The topic that we are dealing is correlation and regression. Correlation and regression. Alright, the first question 8x minus 10y plus 66 is equals to 0 and and 40x minus 18y is equals to 214. 214 are the two regression lines are the two regression lines are the two regression lines. Find the mean of x, y, y's and the correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient. Find sigma y if sigma x is equals to 3. Right? That's the question. So two straight lines are given over here. 8x minus 10y plus 66 is equals to 0. 40x minus 18y is equals to 214. Alright. So what we need to find out is the mean we need to find out. That means we need to find out the value of x bar and we need to find out the value of y bar. These are the two things that I need to find. Along with that, we need to find out the correlation coefficient, that is the value of R. So these are the three things that we need to find. After finding out these three values, further I need to find out the value of sigma y when the value of sigma x is given to us. So first we'll try to find out this x bar and y bar value, because we know that the regression lines passes through the mean value, passes through x bar and y bar. So if the lines of regression passes through x bar and y bar, so this x bar and y bar will satisfy these two equations. So in place of this x, I'll put x bar. In place of this y, I'll put y bar and write down the equation. So if I write down the first equation, it becomes 8 times of x bar minus 10 times of y bar. Alright, so I replaced x by x bar, y by y bar is equals to, if I send this plus 66 on the other side, becomes minus of 66. Then similarly the second equation, it is 40 times of x will be x bar minus 18 times of y will be y bar is equals to, on the right hand side you have 214. Now these two values can be evaluated just by using your calc. I hope you can just use your calc and let me know what is the value of x bar value and the value of y bar. So solving, we are going to get the value of x bar and y bar. X bar is 13, 17. These values. So I have got the mean. The first part is complete. We can see that we have got the value of x bar and we have got the value of y bar. Now I need to find out the value of r. So to find out the value of r over here, I'll try to rewrite these two equations in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. So rewriting rewriting the regression lines. So I'll take the first regression line over here, 8x minus 10y plus 66. So what I'll try to do over here is I'll write y is equals to. So it is better you can take this value of 10y on the other side. So it becomes plus 10y is equals to 8x plus 66. Alright. So if I write in that form, I'll be getting the expression as, so I have 10y is equals to, it is 8x plus 66. The first line. Whereas the second line which is there over here, one equation I'll write in the form of y is equals to, another equation I'll write it in the form of x is equals to. So I will choose the second equation and write it in the form of x is equals to. So if you want to write x is equals to, I have to send this 18y on the other side. So if I rewrite that equation, I will be getting 40x is equals to. Alright, so it will be 18y, 18 times of y plus 214 as it is. I'm just taking this minus of 18 on the right hand side, it becomes plus 18. So now in the first case over here, I'll divide by 10. So if I divide by 10, I'll be getting y is equals to, it is 8 by 10. So 8 by 10 will be 0.8. So 0.8 times of x plus again it is 66 divided by 10. So 66 divided by 10 will be 6.6. Over here I have 40x is equals to. So I'll divide by 40. Divide by 40 throughout. You'll be getting the value of x to be equals to. It will be 18 by 40. So just divide 18 by 40. How much will be getting? 0.45 times of y plus 214 divided by 40. 5.35 you get. So these are the two equations that we have. So the reason why I have written in y is equals to and x is equals to, because you know the formula for r. Once you have got the value of x bar and y bar, the next thing that I need to find out is this value of r. And we know the formula for r. So we know r value to be equals to, it is plus or minus square root of, it is coefficient of x into, it is coefficient of y. This is the formula. So if you want to use this formula, one equation should be in the form of y is equals to, another equation should be in the form of x is equals to. Only then you can use this value of r. So now go for the coefficient of x. So you can see that the coefficient of x in the first equation is 0.8. So that will be the coefficient of x over here. Now go for coefficient of y in the second equation. Here coefficient of y is 0.45. So I'll just try to plug in these two values here. So I'll be getting the value to be equals to plus or minus square root of 0.8 into 0.45, which will be equals to plus or minus square root of 0.8 into 0.45, its value will be 0.6. But if you try to observe, whenever the coefficient of x is positive and coefficient of y is also positive, if both coefficient of x and y are positive, then the value of r has to be taken as positive. This is one case. The second case is that if the coefficient of x is negative and coefficient of y is also negative, in that case the value of r will be negative. In this case, the value of r will be positive. Alright. So both the coefficient of x and coefficient of y are positive. Therefore, the value of r will be 0.6. It is a positive value. So r value has been obtained. So you can see that all these three values have been obtained. X bar value, y bar value, as well as the value of r. The next thing that we need to find, after finding out the correlation coefficient, we need to find out the sigma y value when the value of sigma x is given. So for that, we'll try to write down the equation. So we know the equation of the value of y as well as the value of x in terms of sigma x and sigma y. We know lines of regression. Lines of regression, y minus y bar is equals to r into sigma y by sigma x, r into sigma y by sigma x, x minus x bar, and x minus x bar is equals to r into sigma x by sigma y into y minus of y bar. So this is the equation. However, if you try to compare this equation with the value of y over here, y is equals, that means coefficient of x is over here. So in this case, the values of x bar and y bar are not mentioned. So you have to just take the coefficient of x value. You can just observe here the coefficient of x here. So here you are having the coefficient of y. So we'll just try to take the coefficient of x from here and the coefficient of y from here and take down the expression. So if you want, you can take this as, say, equation number 1, this as equation number 2, and this you can take it as equation number 3, and this as equation number 4. So now if you try to compare the coefficient of x in equation 3 and coefficient of x in equation number 1, we can write down the values here, comparing 1 and 3. Comparing 1 and 3, we have the coefficient of x as coefficient of x. So coefficient of x in equation number 3 is r sigma y by sigma x is equals to. So what is the coefficient of x in equation number 1? In equation number 1, it is 0.8. I have got one result. Similarly, I'll try to write down another result over here. So comparing equation number 2 and equation number 4. So we'll try to write down the coefficient of y. So if you try to write down the coefficient of y over here, it is r sigma x by sigma y is equals to. So try to see in equation number 2, the coefficient of y will be 0.45. Observe, we already know the value of r from here, and we have been given the value of sigma x. It is better you can take any one of the equation. Either you take this equation to find out sigma y value, or you take this equation. So from here we'll try to find sigma y given sigma x. Sigma x is 3 and we know the value of r as 0.6, so therefore it implies this will be, r value will be 0.6, sigma y value we need to calculate divided by sigma x value will be 3 is equals to, we have 0.8. So we'll just try to simplify this expression. Sigma y value will be equals to, it is 0.8 times of, cross multiply this 3 into 3, cross multiply this 0.6, it will be divided by 0.6. So therefore the value of sigma y will be equals to, hence we have got sigma y value to be equals to 4. So that's the required solution. The next question is, given the equation of the regression lines x is equals to 19.13 minus 0.87 times of y, comma, y is equals to 11.64 minus 0.5 x. compute compute the mean compute the mean of x, mean of y's, and the coefficient of correlation and the coefficient of correlation. Exactly same problem, only thing is here sigma y sigma x there is no need to calculate compared to the previous example. There sigma x was given, we need to find out sigma y value. Here there is no need to find, we need to just find out x bar, y bar and the coefficient of correlation. Exactly the same procedure what we have followed for the previous example. So therefore we'll try to write down, since the lines of regression will pass through x bar and y bar. Since the regression lines passes through the mean x bar and y bar. Therefore, in the first equation, I'll replace the value of x by x bar and y by y bar. So I will try to write down in the form of x and y on one side and the constant on the other side. So therefore, I will take this value on the left hand side, keeping the constant on the right hand side, because it will be easy for us to calculate the value of x bar and y bar from the calc. So that's the reason why we have to express in the form of x and y on one side and the constant on the other side. So therefore, if I try to write down, if you take this value on the left hand side, it becomes x bar will be as it is. X is being replaced by x bar. This minus 0.87 comes on the left hand side, it becomes plus 0.87. Y is being replaced by y bar is equals to, the right hand side value will be 19.13. Similarly, we'll try to write down the second equation. So the second equation also, I'll take this value of 0.5x on the left hand side. So I'll be getting the value to be equals to 0.5, x is being replaced by x bar, plus this value of y will remain as it is. I'll replace the value of y by y bar is equals to, we are left out with 11.64. So solving this, we'll be getting the value of x bar and y bar. 15 point, I'll just try to approximate that and write 15.94. Y bar value. So if you try to approximate again to two decimal place, you'll be getting y bar to be 3.67. Now to find out the value of r, you have to express it in the form of y is equals, right, in the form of x is equals. Alright. So for that, try to observe this equation is already in the form of y is equals to, and this equation is also in the form of x is equals to. So already they are in the standard form. We'll just try to identify the coefficient of x from here. So the coefficient of x is how much? This represents here coefficient of x, right? Coefficient of x. From this equation we have coefficient of y. So this is coefficient of y. In the previous problem they were not in this standard form, they were rewritten. But here in the question itself it is in the standard form. So directly you can identify the coefficient of x and coefficient of y. If they are not in the standard form, so rewrite in this form and then identify the coefficient of x and y as we have done in the previous example. So therefore the value of r will be equals to plus r minus square root of coefficient of x into coefficient of y. So this will be equals to plus r minus square root of coefficient of x value is minus 0.5 into coefficient of y value is minus 0.87. This will be equals to, you can just take the square root of these two values. However, minus of minus will become plus. So square root of a positive value will be a real number. 0.66. So that's the value of R. Now we need to identify whether the value of R is a positive value or a negative value. Just go back to this basic results I have given. Coefficient of x, if it is negative, coefficient of y is also negative, then the value of R will be how much? Negative. So if you try to observe in this problem, the coefficient of x is also negative, the coefficient of y is also negative. Therefore, the value of R will be how much? R will be negative. So therefore, the value of R will be equals to minus 0.66. In the first problem, both the coefficients were positive, therefore I have taken positive. Here, both the coefficients were negative, therefore I have taken negative. Next question is compute x bar, y bar and R from the following equation of the regression lines 2x plus 3y is plus 1 is equals to 0, x plus 6y minus 4 is equals to 0. So since the lines of regression passes through the values of x bar and y bar, the equation can be written in the form of, so the first equation will become 2x bar 3y bar. This plus 1, if I take on the other side, it becomes minus of 1. Next equation will be x bar plus 6y bar is equals to minus 4 goes on the other side, becomes plus 4. So solving this, we can get the value of x bar and y bar. Minus 2. So x bar value is minus 2, y bar value is plus 1. Now I need to find out the values of R value, where if you want to find out R value, the equation should be in the form of y is equals to, and the equation should be in the form of x is equals to. So therefore, let us try to express this in the form of x is equals to as well as the value of y is equals to. So let us take the first equation over here. So consider the equation 2x plus 3y plus 1 is equals to 0. So from here, if I try to get the value of y, so I'll be getting 3y to be equals to, because I have to express y is equals to mx plus c form. So 3y will be equals to, send this 2x on the other side, it becomes minus of 2x. Send this plus 1 on the other side, becomes minus of 1. So I have to get the value of y is equals to. So therefore, y will be equals to. So we have to divide by 3. So we get y to be equals to minus 2 by 3 times of x, and this will be minus 1 by 3. Got the first equation as y is equals to minus 2 by 3 times of x minus 1 by 3. Second equation that you have is x plus 6y minus of 4. I have to express that in the form of x is equals to. So you have x plus 6y minus of 4 is equals to 0. So from here I'll be getting the value of x is equals to. So send this 6y minus 4 on the other side, becomes minus of 6y plus 4. Is it right? So I've got y is equals to, I have got x is equals to. So therefore, from here you can identify the value of coefficient of x and coefficient of y. So this is nothing but your coefficient of x. So this is coefficient of x, and this value that you have is nothing but your coefficient of y. This is nothing but coefficient of y. So therefore, the value of r will be nothing but plus r minus square root of coefficient of x into coefficient of y. coefficient of x into coefficient of y. This will be equals to plus or minus square root of coefficient of x value is minus 2 by 3, coefficient of y value will be minus of 6. This will be equals to plus or minus. How this will cancel out? You'll get square root of 4 to be 2. Now what should be the value of r? Where the value of r is greater than 1 or it is beyond minus of 1, in that case you have to just interchange the way that you have written the equation. Alright. So therefore, since this value of r is 2, this value of r is greater than, here the value of r is greater than 1, but r value lies between minus 1 and plus 1. Therefore, I'll try to rewrite the equations. So these equations which are given to us, the original equations. So let me take this given equation to be equation number 1 and equation number 2. So whenever you come across this type of condition, interchange the way that you have written. First equation I have written y is equals to, now I'll write x is equals to. So from equation 1, I'll write x is equals to, and from equation number 2 I had written x is equals to, I'll write y is equals to, right? So from equation number 1, I'll write x is equals to. So if you want to write x is equals to, you'll get 2x is equals to. 2x is equals to, it is minus 3y minus of 1. You get this equation? And from equation number 2, you have to write y is equals to. So what do you get equation 2? 6y is equals to. 6y is equals to, it is minus of x and plus 4. Minus of x and plus 4. Now once again, here x value will be equals to, so divide this by 2, so divide this by 2, you'll be getting minus 3 by 2 times of y and minus 1 by 2. So here you can divide by 6, you'll be getting y to be equals to minus 1 by 6 times of x plus 4 by 6. Now if you try to observe over here, coefficient of y over here, it is coefficient of y, and over here you have coefficient of x. The value of r will be nothing but plus or minus square root of coefficient of x value over here is minus 1 by 6. Coefficient of y value is minus 3 by 2.5. So it is less than 1. Because it is less than 1, you can consider this value. Therefore, r will be equals to, we have to take a negative value because the coefficient of x as well as coefficient of y both are negative. Therefore, the value of r will be 0.5. The next question is given mean, ST, standard deviation. X series means x values. Y series means y values. The first value is 18, it is 100, this value is 14, this value is 20. And r is equals to 0.8. Write down the equations, write down the equations of the lines of regression and hence find the most probable the most probable the most probable value of y, most probable value of y when x is equals to 70. So we'll first write down the data that is given over here. So here X series means mean value is given. So X bar value will be 18. Here mean for Y series, that is Y bar value is given as 100. Standard deviation for X series, that is sigma X value is given. Standard deviation sigma X will be equals to 14. And Y series means sigma Y value is given as 20. So these are the values that are given to us. So we'll try to use the lines of regression. Okay. Y minus Y bar is equals to, you have R sigma Y by sigma X, X minus of X bar. And X minus X bar is equals to R into sigma X by sigma Y times of Y minus of Y bar. So let us try to plug in the values that we know over here. So in this equation we have Y minus, the value of Y bar is 100, is equals to R value is given as zero point 0.8. You can check it over here. The value of R is 0 0.8. So we'll try to take the value of R to be 0 0.8. 0 0.8 times of, it is sigma Y by sigma X. So sigma Y value is 20 divided by sigma X. Sigma X value is 14 times of X minus X bar. X bar value that you have is 18. So which will be equals to, it is Y minus 100 is equals to, you can just simplify this term. If you try to simplify, you will be getting the value as 1.14 times of X minus of 18. Further, let us try to multiply this one. 1.14 into X will be 1.14 times of X. 1.14 into 18 will be 20.52, or Y will be equals to this 1.14x as it is minus 20.52. So send this minus of 100 on the other side becomes plus 100. So Y value will be equals to 1.14 times of X. Now you can just simplify 100 minus of 20.52 will be equals to 79.48. That's the value of Y. Similarly, coming back to this equation, X minus X bar value is 18 is equals to R value is 0 0.8 into sigma X value is 14 divided by sigma Y value is 20 times of Y minus Y bar value is 100. So this will be equals to, you can just simplify this one, 0.8 into 14 divided by 20. Its value will be 0.56 times of Y minus 100. So multiply this 0.56 with Y, you will be getting 0.56 times of Y minus 0.56 multiplied by 100 will be equals to 56, or X will be equals to 0.56 times of Y minus of 56. So this minus 18, if it comes on the right hand side, it becomes plus 18. So therefore we'll be getting the value of X to be equals to 0.56 times of Y minus of. So we'll be getting minus of 38. So these two lines, Y as well as X, these are the lines of regression, or the lines of regression, or lines of regression. Further, it is given in the question that when the value of X is equals to 70, you need to find out the value of Y. So let us put x as 70 and try to find out the value of y. So if you want to find out the value of y, you have to take this equation. So put x is equals to 70 in this equation. You'll be getting the value of y to be equals to 1.14 times of 70 plus 79.48. Just try to simplify that one. Y value will become 159.28. That will be the solution. Just check your solutions. So that's all I have for today. Thank you.